Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store, affiliate link below.
Let's also talk about Netflix, because this is something I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm definitely intrigued. Black Mirror is a great show. It's a fantastic show. This last season had a lot of really solid episodes, a couple duds, but there's been like that on every season. But this new season that's going to be coming out, they're trying something wholly different, and I don't know how it's going to work, but it is something that Netflix is in fact experimenting with, and that is going to be the choose your own adventure episode of Black Mirror. Yeah, if you watch Black Mirror, one of the episodes is going to end up being a choose your own adventure, which is going to be very interesting. Now it says here, we are always looking forward to the next season of Charlie Brooker's Black Mirror, and today brings an interesting update on the show's next batch of episodes. According to Bloomberg, one of them is going to be a choose your own adventure style thing. Details on how this will work remain sketchy for the time of this writing, but it's probably safe to assume that it involves users navigating a branching narrative with their remotes or their tablets. As with the case with HBO and Steven Soderbergh's Mosaic, Bloomberg also mentioned that this is just one of several choose your own adventure style pieces of programming headed to Netflix, with several other pieces of interactive entertainment being planned for as early as before the end of the year. Now, the thing to remember with that is a lot of that interactive content is aimed at children. This is something that's definitely aimed at adults. So that's what they're going to be going for on that one. They very much want it to be interactive, and they're working on even making, well, they were going to be working with Telltale Games on doing a Stranger Things experience or game that I think was going to actually end up coming to Netflix, because I know Minecraft Story Mode, that's what they're bringing to Netflix. They're bringing Minecraft Story Mode, which again is a lot of choose your own, it's a lot of the ability to choose your actions. So they're testing that kind of interactive content, which is interesting to me. It's very interesting to me. I'm hoping that Black Mirror, it pays off, but I don't know of how that's going to work out so far. I will say though, interactive content on home video, not in a game, but on home video, can work if done right. Choose Your Own Adventure is a series I've grown up with, and I know many of you out there have as well. It's always a fantastic thing to get into, especially when you're a kid. I always loved the hell out of it. And a couple years ago, or well, no, it was actually over a decade ago now, they released a Choose Your Own Adventure animated movie it was the one about the Yeti, right? Or I think it was the Abominable Snowman was the one they released, and it was voiced by like Frankie Muniz and I think like Lacey Chabert and a few other people. And it takes you through the story, but animated, and you can choose your path. And I sat there one night with a buddy of mine. I bought the DVD. I went to the studio I was working at, talked to the studio manager. We got some dinner, and I'm like, hey, you want to watch this Choose Your Own Adventure thing? Because at the time we were discussing how to use it, how to utilize it within YouTube, because YouTube allowed for Choose Your Own Adventures to be created via annotations. And I had actually been working with him on creating a concept we had called Choose 'em Up, which is kind of a dumb thing, but I actually wrote a story. And it's up somewhere on YouTube. I can't even tell you the URL for it right now, but I created a Choose Your Own Adventure using annotations on YouTube, but annotations are now dead. They're now dead. So, you won't be able to do that, but you would be able to use the end credit scene as a way to determine which way to go on that. But the point I'm trying to make here essentially is that you could do this kind of stuff through YouTube and other interactive properties. And the Choose Your Own Adventure story, the DVD was actually pretty fun. We went through it in about an hour and a half. And we actually went through the A story, completed the A story, and then were able to make it into the B story and complete the B story with what I believe to be the best endings. I went and looked it up afterward. I mean, it was very simple, very basic, very easy. It was just, move on you just kind of select the menu, so to speak. And they could easily do that with any remote or any tablet, right? And that's going to be interesting for keeping people watching Netflix longer. And I would assume that if this does well, YouTube would probably push for the same kind of thing. A lot of people watch YouTube on their phones or on their tablets or on their smart TVs or their consoles. I'd say probably more so than watching it on the PC. And so getting that kind of interactive content would be something that works out really, really, really well for what they want to do, for how they want to play it. So I'm very intrigued to see where this goes. I've always loved Choose Your Own Adventures. I really want to see what they're going to do with it. And I know I've kind of gone off on this whole tangent about it. But again, when they start innovating content, interactive content in that fashion, if they do it well enough, I think it opens the door for a lot of other avenues of exploration. Like, just as a quick example, like for at E3 when they had Bethesda being able to play Skyrim on the whatever it's called, the Alexa, and as a result of that, they made it really interesting to me, because I was looking at that going like, oh, that would be fun to play, an audio version of that. And you might have heard my Alexa go off. So yeah, it's very fascinating to see where things are going to go. So again, I'm interested in that. Hey, thanks for checking out this clip from $3 Theater. If you want to get the full audio version of the episode, you can find it anywhere podcasts are found. If you want to watch the video version of it, head on over to patreon.com/Mundane Matt and take a look at our $3 Theater perk, which gets you access to the full show that airs Monday through Friday. It's a video version of it. You get to look at this face, talk about movies and everything else on the screen. It's great stuff. It helps out, and I really appreciate the support. Remember to please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.